Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Renee for those of you that are new here. And yeah, subscribe if you like this video. So today we're going to be talking about increasing your visibility. And this is one of those things that when I was doing my inner work like over the past few years on just like my self-esteem mainly, one of the things that I learned about that was really fascinating to me that actually comes up a lot is the fear of being seen. And the interesting thing about this is that a lot of us have a fear of being seen. We have a fear basically of being visible. So the only antidote to fear is just confronting them and, exposing yourself to that fear. And guess what? Your life quality improves the more that you do that. So today I want to talk about increasing your visibility, increasing your likelihood of being seen. That's like the step one is just showing up and putting yourself in that space. I'm going to talk about how this shows up in everyday life, even subtle ways, ways that we don't even know that we're hiding. We don't even know it. But once you're aware of it, then you can start to change it. So that's what we are talking about today. Let me know if you enjoy this topic. So, increasing your visibility. Maybe you're not even aware of the ways that you're hiding, but let me just give you a common example and something that I've learned about. Like I've learned about with most things, there's always like a spiritual side to everything. Like literally, I'm one of those people that like everything is spiritual, like everything. And one of those things is like weight gain and weight loss, like just your weight in general. There is a spiritual aspect to gaining weight and losing weight, and just like your levels of contentedness with your body image. Like there's a spiritual level behind that as well. It could always stem from something so much deeper that, you have to work at overcoming, like if it's a limiting belief. So, the thing that I learned about weight loss and weight gain is that the spiritual reason behind weight gain sometimes is that you are using those extra layers of fat to protect yourself. So, somewhere deep down, you feel like you're not safe and you need these layers of fat as like protection. And it sounds silly, but these are the kinds of things that our subconscious mind does to make us feel like more secure and just get us through life. But, obviously, that's if you're saying that you want to be fit, you want to be in shape, you want to drop some pounds, but in your heart, in the back of your mind, you feel like you're not safe and the only way to protect yourself is by having a little bit of weight on you, then you can see how those two things fight each other. And they kind of like, you're negated from accomplishing your goal. So, part of that is also hiding, because if you're hiding behind like layers of fat, you are hiding your visibility. You're trying to like not have eyes on you. That's also like a fear of being seen can manifest as weight gain. Like you don't want anybody to look at you. You don't want the attention. So you're using that as like a layer of protection between you and anyone who lays their eyes on you, basically. So that's kind of like one example, right? But that's one of the ways that we hide sometimes is like neglecting our appearance, basically, in a bigger way of thinking. So, how to increase your visibility, how to get over this fear of being seen, and really live your life from a place of like feeling empowered and like unafraid. Like, who wants to live in fear? Who wants to hide their whole life and not live up to their potential? Not feel everyday life on a scale of like, you know, real true presence. Who wants to do that? Nothing is worth living that way, right? So, number one, how to increase your visibility is to stop allowing yourself to let yourself go. I'm going to let y'all sit with that. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Stop allowing yourself to let yourself go. I have a video on my channel that kind of went, it did really well, performed really well, and it was called Instantly Upgrade Your Appearance. Okay. And I gave like practical tips for how to upgrade your appearance. Check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But in the first place, like I talked about it in that video, how I almost felt like because I was going through like a difficult time period in my life, I felt that, letting myself go and just allowing myself to be like a blob and not really caring for myself, I thought that would bring some relief because it is like a labor of love to like look after yourself, especially like aesthetically. Sometimes if you're going through a hard time, it's just not a priority. It just is what it is. But in that video, I talked about how that actually ended up working against me because I let go of my looks and it also impacted the way that I felt about myself. So I feel like I would have bounced back a little bit faster if I just never let myself go in the first place. And that's what inspired that How to Instantly Upgrade Your Appearance video. So, I've had to learn that, like, letting yourself go is a way to, like, not be seen. So you increase your visibility by not letting yourself go in the first place. Like, don't let go for too long. If you feel like you gotta let go, maybe let go for like a day or two and then get right back on your routines, get right back on that horse, because like it's one thing to slip up every once in a while, but like you don't get to certain points in your life without having let go for a long time, okay? Like bad habits take a while to form. It's not something that's overnight. So just get a grip a little bit and stop letting yourself go in the first place. Like, never completely let yourself go. Even if you have no motivation, there's nobody you're going to see, you have no occasion to get ready for, you have no one that's going to be taking a look at you, guess what? You are still looking at you. Your mind is still registering the way that you treat yourself, and that's going to affect the way that you show up in the world, the way that you carry yourself, your energy, and what you get to attract in your life. So, like, the way that you treat yourself in private affects the way that you get treated in public, because people see you the way that you see yourself. That's why when you're feeling good about yourself and you're feeling confident, all of a sudden you're having a freaking fantastic day. It doesn't matter if the sun is out or if it's raining, honey. Like, you're feeling good and you're going to have a good day no matter what, because you're feeling good, period. So it's like, we have to stop allowing ourselves to let ourselves go, because that's based on the lie that like that's relaxing. And it's like, no, actually it's going to work against you if you keep it up. So just have a handle on your time. I talked about this in my Taking Ownership of Your Time video. So check that video out as well if you haven't seen it, because time management is a big tipper in the scale of like how successful you're going to be, how confident you're going to be, how much you're going to accomplish, is how you manage your time. So I talk about that more in that video. Definitely check out that video or read my article on my Substack, Taking Ownership of Your Time, if you want to learn more about that concept. The link will also be below. On my blog, you get them all sent to you. So definitely subscribe. So that's the number one way to increase your visibility, is to stop letting yourself go, because if you're not feeling good about yourself, you're not going to show up. Like, you're not going to show up, you're not going to carry yourself, you're not going to truly allow yourself to be your true radiant self. Like, it's almost like your more authentic self comes out when you're feeling good. Like, when you're feeling bad, when you're feeling in fear, or you're not feeling good about yourself, you are like a watered down version of you. Versus when you're feeling good, like, you're more likely to smile towards someone, you're more likely to strike conversation with a stranger, like, and just opening your mouth and increasing your visibility opens up the world to you, because like you never know who you're going to meet, who you're going to run into, what you might have in common with someone else, even if it's just in the name of making new connections. We need connection to survive, okay? Like, we're no man is an island. All right, so stop letting yourself go to increase your visibility. And these are all things that I've had to learn and take on myself. So I'm not preaching. I'm like literally sharing things that I've learned that I have to also revisit and implement in my own life. Okay, this video is I don't want it to be too long. I might do the 2 parts. Okay, number 2, increasing your visibility is stop hiding your gifts. This is another way that we hide. We hide the things that make us special. We hide our gifts for whatever reason. Everybody has a gift. I don't care who you are. Everybody has a gift. So number 1, identify what those gifts are. There's so many different like unique things about everybody. You have to start embracing them, and you have to start like displaying them and using them. Do not let your gifts go to waste. Okay, that's one way that we hide and we make ourselves invisible, is by not embracing the things that make us different, that might make us weird. Maybe it's a fear of rejection that's holding you back, or fear of being ostracized, or not fitting into the group. Guess what, honey? F that group. You don't have to fit into any group. Okay, it's cool to be weird. Own the things that make you different. Own your gifts. And yeah, even like beauty is a gift if you think about it. Like, we have so many different kinds of gifts. So it's like, if you're not really like dressing it up, or like just maintaining this vehicle of a body, like, you're not really owning your gift of your beauty. Everybody's beautiful in their own unique way. So identify what your gifts are and stop hiding them. Like, sometimes it does take a certain level of confidence to like really put yourself out there and own the idea that maybe you're good at something. You know what I mean? Like I understand that, but that comes down to self-esteem, okay? Working on your self-esteem will make you more likely to expose this part of yourself, expose the things that you are gifted at, or even just explore the idea that you may have a gift if you don't even feel like you do, okay? That all comes down to self-esteem because I promise you that you do. If you want to work on your self esteem and upgrade your mentality in a short period of time, I definitely recommend my program, 30 Days of Empress Energy. This is like a mental upgrade in 30 days. Every single day, you get one audio lesson, and it kind of is everything that I've learned in terms of upgrading my self esteem in the short time period of 30 days in a quick, fast, easy to digest way. But once you really implement those lessons that I share on there, things that I've learned that took me years to learn, many mentors, many books, many moments of private study, prayer. Like you can learn all of that in 30 days. So definitely check that out in my description below on my website. But hiding your gifts is one of the ways that we make ourselves invisible. So increase your visibility by owning what your gifts are and displaying them. Okay. Increase your visibility by being fully present in the moment. So like you are more magnetic. I know a lot of people throw that word around, but when I say it, what I mean is you're more like, I guess, attractive, but not only physically, like literally, like energetically too. Like you're more likely to like captivate someone's attention when ironically, you are more tuned into them. So it's like when you're really present, presence looks like when someone's talking to you, not having some chatter in your mind about what you're going to do tomorrow, all things you got to do today, what are you going to wear, why didn't he text you back, like really like actually listening to that person's words and giving them like your listening ear. Like that's presence. Okay, so practicing true presence, even as it comes to you, like for yourself, like when you're eating, we have so many distractions, so much like stress, but it's like true presence would be just like praying for your food before you eat, like actually being thankful for the food that's in front of you and like not overdoing it and not underdoing it by lack of gratitude. Like that's true presence. The person that I recommend if you want to learn about how to be more present is Eckhart Tolle. He has a beautiful way of explaining this concept. He has multiple books, multiple videos on his YouTube channel talking about the same thing but in different ways. So, his patience is unmatched, but he basically talks about being present. Okay. Yeah, if I keep going, this video is going to be too long. So these are my ways to increase your visibility and be more attractive and also like live life in a way that feels more like vibrant. Like, when life just starts feeling dull and like uninspirational and you're just like bleh every day you wake up, you are like, oh, another day. Like, this is the difference between waking up and being like another day versus it's another day. Like, you know what I mean? Like actually being gracious and like having enough respect for yourself to allow yourself to be seen comes down to decreasing the ways that you might be making yourself invisible. Like have enough respect for yourself to fully show up. Okay. Own your who you are. So these are my quick tips on that. I realized I never promoted this on my channel, but I do offer private coaching. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, check out the Google form down below, fill that out, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Aside from that, definitely check out my 30 Days of Empress Energy program. That's basically you doing your inner work on turbo speed. And I also have my More Than Amused membership program where every single month we're doing inner work and basically journaling together as a community. So check out all of those offers down below and let me know also what topics you want me to talk about next. I think this was a really good one because a lot of us have this fear that we're not even aware of, that we just, put ourselves in this place of being invisible. And you'd be surprised how that carries over into different areas of our life. Like it's not just like it can be career, like you're hiding in your career, you're not like allowing yourself to be seen in that way. It could be your physical appearance, like you're letting it go because you don't want people to see you out of fear. Like it could be so many different things. So it's about increasing your visibility. The more you want to grow, the more success you want to have. If you want that love that you really, really want, you want that relationship, guess what? You're going to have to increase your visibility. You're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have enough lady balls, like my previous mentor says, to like fully allow yourself to show up in your vulnerability, in your awkwardness, in your, fear maybe of connecting with somebody else, you're going to have to really show up there. So it all comes down to increasing your visibility. And this is something that I've been learning as it comes to like my career and, growing even online. Like I have to increase my visibility. I have to increase my frequency in terms of like allowing myself to get, to, be visible. I guess that's the best way I could say it. So if you enjoyed this video, leave me a like, leave me a comment. Let me know what else you want to see. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.